Hey, as stated in my last video, I'll be starting a new redesign series while I work on the Winx Club boys. This way I can have a variety of different videos to post while I'm working on them, because there's very little information about the boys' backstories or who they are as people outside of being specialists within the canon or within their own wiki. So I'm doing some R&D about them and some other stuff. But this video is mostly because dinosaurs. I want to draw some dinosaurs. This video is mostly me talking about the show for now. I'll do individual character redesigns after this with their own in-depth character analysis, which is their own yap fest in of itself. This is already like 3 pages long for this. But there's a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about each of the characters, who they are as people, and some of the design changes I had made, or why I kept certain aspects and just toned down other aspects of their personalities. Because it's just a compiled list of character traits into one character, so I fleshed them out a little bit more. Huge thanks to the Dino Squad Discord server and Tumblr, as I had received a lot of help from the Tumblr getting some information, and the Discord server with people giving me ideas, their own fandom theories, and just some information about characters I couldn't find anything about. So huge shout out to them. Thanks a lot for helping me with this. As stated, the series I'm working on is Dino Squad, a 2007 series. What? Words. As stated, this series Dino Squad is a 2007 episodic series. Episodic means containing or consisting of series of loosely connected parts or events occurring occasionally and at irregular intervals. There's the word of the day for you. Be episodic. It's fun. In other words, you don't necessarily need to watch the entire series in order to understand the storyline. You also sometimes don't need to watch the first episode to understand what's going on. It's sometimes explained within the own theme song, which I really love in this series. It's so fun. I'll play a small clip of the theme song here in a little bit, but it's going to be small because I can't show the full thing without getting a copyright strike. I don't want to deal with that.
I'm in the Dino Squad. On a beautiful beach not far away, I went to visit for a day. Got covered with some gooey ooze that changed my DNA. Now I try to act normal, keep my cool while other kids play after school. I turn into a prehistoric hero. I'm in the Dino Squad. I'm in the Dino Squad.
Oh, I should probably mention at this time that the speed paint that's being played in the background, the second half of the series with the second second part of this recording did not get saved. I don't know where it went, but I had realized way too late that nothing was being recorded to go back and re-record everything, because there was already so much drawn, and I did not want to redraw this. This on its own took me 2 hours to record. So I'll be playing a time-lapse video of the second character's drawing. This is like the second time I had to re-record because it just wouldn't save. It was too long for my iPad to actually record anything. Sorry. Anyways, where am I? This show is really more of like an informational or public service announcement type show. It's had some episodes talking about the environment or how to deal with bullies, stuff like that, which I thought was really fun. I kind of wish we got more day-to-day stuff instead of dino fights. Not really dino fights, but yeah, stuff. The main series is about these 5 teenagers who can turn into perfect dinosaurs. Excuse me. Got something in my throat. The main series is about 5 teenagers who can turn into these perfect dinosaurs and fight off the experiments from the main villain, Victor Velocity, who is a velociraptor trying to remake the world back to its prehistoric era, using a primordial ooze, and within the first episode at least, nanites. Yes, this is his real name, and his company is called Raptordyne. This is very subtle detailing. I love it. Anyways, the teams Max, Buzz, Caruso, Roger, and Fiona are helped by their science teacher, who is also a velociraptor, Miss Moynihan. I may say Miss Moynihan again. I can't hear an actual difference between the two. They also use a variety of different tools to help them extract the ooze from these mutated animals, sometimes humans, but mostly animals. These animals that are mutated are not considered perfect dinosaurs. It's not explained in the show why the teams are perfect dinosaurs or why these experiments keep failing. I know it's purely for a show point of view of being the good guys being good and always winning, and the bad guys being bad and losing all the time. But in the first episode, we actually see Velocity turn a rhino into a triceratops, and then every other experiment fails. Make it make sense. We also don't see any more of the first episode guy, who I had called Nanite Guy, but the fandom has been calling him Peter. I'm going to stick to Peter because I needed a name for him. I really thought the concept of nanites being in the ooze was a really good story plot line and had a lot of potential, so I'm going to keep it, but explain more of that possibly throughout the rest of the series or have its own rewrite video. Haven't decided, but it's going to be one of those. As stated, Moynihan and Velocity are both raptors who had managed to escape the extinction by hiding out in a cave. They also gained the ability to turn into humans later on. But we don't really know why those two are the only dinosaurs to have escaped the extinction event, or why or how they were able to survive in the cave or turn into humans. Which I think is a shame, as we could have gone the radiation route and had their mutated genes be the reasons why Victor can't actually create perfect dinosaurs. He doesn't have the necessary radiation from the initial blast to remake the world. I just thought it was a really fun idea. I might flesh that idea out a little bit later on. I should also mention that there's a dog named Rump who can also turn semi into a dinosaur. He's got a relatively normal body of a dog and the head of a T-Rex-like creature, compared to the models shown within the show itself. I think it's kind of funny that he's just a dog with a T-Rex head. We don't actually know the dinosaur he is, but it's not stated within the series. But on his wiki, he is stated to be an Sarchus? I don't know, I should preference I'm not the best at pronouncing scientific names. These words are going to be the bane of my existence. But they're one of the largest carnivorous mammals related to hippos and whales, which I think is a little bit fun. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be keeping them, they're just kind of there. Also, before I get into the Raptors redesign, I do want to preference and say Velociraptors are actually quite small dinosaurs, unlike shown in most modern media. So the Dino Squad does show them as large raptors, but when I do my own in-depth videos about those two, I'll go into further details. This wacky tail. I'll go into further details and talk about the different raptors, their sizes, and what they actually look like compared to what most people think they look like. I think most people's frame of reference for Velociraptors are the Jurassic series. Big, scaly lizards with No, they're just big scaly lizards. But real-life velociraptors do not look like that, so I'll go into details with their videos once I get to them. Thank you guys so much for listening to this very, very long YapFest video about these funky teenagers turning into dinosaurs. The next part of the series will be character analysis. Each character is stated as stated earlier will have their own video going into details about what I changed from the characters, their personalities, and their dino forms. The only two characters that are most likely going to be sharing a video are Velocity and Moynihan because they're both raptors, and I used the same base model for the sketch process, so their bases are already mostly done. I just need to color the sketch in so I know what colors I'm using. As a lot of their lore and because a lot of their lore end up overlapping with one another, plus I want to go over some fandom theories that the two of them are in, so yeah, those two will most likely be together. What? A shared video. Oh my lord. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully next videos aren't as long of a YapFest. And again, huge thanks to the people over in the Dinosaur Discord server and a few information I found off Tumblr. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!